Good morning, my friends. Jim here. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. It's late August here in North Carolina, and I'm doing another early morning stroll. Then after this, run in, take a shower, fix a smoothie, and do some work in the house. But I just thought I'd follow up on these on my car. If you've seen my last two vlogs, you notice I lost my car. Well, not lost it. I didn't lose it. I pretty much gave it away to my sister Connie, who absolutely deserves that car. And you know, I can't take it with me to the Philippines, of course. But anyways, you can see I got a haircut. I'm not wearing my shades because the sun is in the horizon. It's just peeking up, so it hasn't hit me yet. Because my eyes are sensitive, so I gotta be careful of bright light. In fact, let me turn around. Ooh, it's coming up. Get out of the sun. I'm going to talk a little bit about transportation since I don't have a car anymore. Okay. I'll be going to California here in a couple months, hopefully, when my birth certificate arrives and I can get my passport on order. And I'll wait for it in California. And with my car in California, where my sister lives, you know, that's actually pretty good because I'll have access to it, so I can drive around and stuff. But yeah, I want to talk about, you know, yeah, since I lost my car, I want to talk about transportation, especially when I get to the Philippines. Because I am fortunate that my daughter looks like she married into, they're not affluent, but they're not poor either, but I guess you call them middle class. Maybe I don't really know what the status they are, but from what I can tell, I mean, they have a car, they got some motorbikes, and they have an e-bike. You know, and I'm really interested in an e-bike. Yeah, so I'll have transportation there. You know, when I get there, my North Carolina driver's license is good for 3 months after I arrive, and after that I won't be able to drive or ride a motorbike or motorcycle, you know. And the only way for me to get a Philippine driver's license is I'd have to have a 1-year visa, you know. And the only way for me to get a 1-year visa is I'd have to marry somebody, and that's not happening. I'm not marrying anybody, at least in the short term. I'm not. Maybe a couple years from now, maybe 2-3 years after I've run into somebody and all that. But yeah, so I won't be driving a car or a motorcycle when I get to the Philippines, or at least after the 3rd month after I'm there. So what I will do is I'm going to go get an e-bike to get around. I mean, one good thing about the Philippines is they have an awesome public transportation system. You know, they have you know, they got cabs, of course, but they also have what's called trikes. It's a motorcycle or a bicycle with a little cab on the side. You can carry about you know, 2-3 people. And they have the the classic jeepney that I was introduced to back in 1985, last time I was there in the Philippines. And the jeepney, it's old World War II Jeeps converted into these kind of like a long bus thing, ornately decorated on the outside. I mean, they're beautiful vehicles, and they're still there. I'm sure the engines are different. They probably got Chinese or Japanese engines in them, you know. But so there's that. Plus, I've got the transportation available for my family, my Philippine family, because they have a car, and so I'll be tagging along with them on some rides. I am tired of driving anyways, because that's what I did as a copier technician. I drove everywhere. You know, I'd be driving miles and miles, and that's what contributed to my arthritis I have in my right hip, is all that driving, you know. So after I get there, after I get to the Philippines, I want to check out their e-bike, because you don't need a driver's license for that. And never seen one of these before. It's called a what's it called? It's called a California Eco Bike Reedley. A really strange looking e-bike. Kind of reminds me of a grasshopper or some bug or something like that. And so I'll be checking that out. And they told me it doesn't work. Look out, cat. You know, it's not working. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I'm a retired copier technician, pretty good at troubleshooting, so I want to get that thing back on the road, and I'm going to commandeer that thing, you know, and use it to explore Guiuan. Definitely, that's the plan. So when I get there, I have plenty of transportation I need. I got a family that'll carry me around, and I got the e-bike that I'm going to fix, so that you know, it's back on the road. I'm going to ride it, and in the long term, after I get some dental work done, and you know, after a couple months, I'm going to go ahead and purchase my own e-bike, and I got it narrowed down to something called a Fido T1 Pro. Cool looking bike. It's considered a cargo e-bike. It carry a lot of weight on it. It's sturdy, and yeah. So that's what my plan is to get one of those Fidos and everything. And that's the bike that'll take me to the beach and do some exploring around the island end, because they're pretty long distance, so I can go places. I gotta hold this phone. Gotta hold this a little bit more sturdier. When I get to California, I will invest in a gimbal that'll make these shots a little bit more sturdier, so that so the image ain't juggling around like so, you know. I'm just using a selfie stick, regular selfie stick on a cell phone, so it's kind of like wobbly a little bit. And I'm holding it with my left hand. My left hand has that still weak, so it's kind of wobbly, so I can move it to my right. There you go. Still hurts. So yeah, after I get there, I want to get me an e-bike. I want to fix theirs up. I tried to find out what was wrong with it, but I don't have a defined answer from them. It's just that it's not working, or it's been sitting forever, you know. I don't even know if the battery's good in it or how the tires are. But I'll get that thing fixed up so I can get around town without having to get me a Philippine driver's license. Because as a tourist, the max amount of time I can get there before renewing a visa, I think 6 months. And that disqualifies me from getting a driver's license, a Philippine driver's license. And I'm not getting married, no time soon. Maybe 4 years, 5 years from now, if I find the right person. But in the short term, no. I'm going to definitely spend a lot of time learning about my daughter Kathy, her husband Mark, and my grandkids Aaron, Eli, and little Noah. Poor little Noah, little baby. I forget how old he is. He's like 2, something like that, maybe. Real tiny thing. But he's recovering now from Kawasaki disease, which is an issue with his heart arteries or something like that. It's enlarged or something. And luckily, they had the money for the medicine. It's like $2,000 US. So that speaks a lot as far as where they're at and everything. He's back home, his normal rambunctious self. So, yep. As far as transportation around the Philippines, I'm definitely getting me an e-bike, and it's in that Fido. It's got 20-inch wheels, fat tire, cargo, heavy duty, 750 hub motor. You can unlock it. It's actually it's pretty fast. You go like maybe, if I read correctly, maybe 34 miles an hour, 35. Out of the box, I think it's 28 miles an hour, which is plenty fine for Philippines because they don't drive that fast anyways, because there's no rules on the road. You know, you have to kind of creep about 35-40 miles an hour and keep an eye out for other riders, and everybody is kind of like a mound of ants, all kind of going their own way, but with trails and stuff, you know. Yeah, I'll be staying with my Filipino family on their compound, and I'll be paying them room and board, about maybe $300 a month I'm looking at. Yeah, and you know, especially and I can't call it an allowance or a gift. I can't gift the money to them because I believe I've read that it's illegal for foreigners or expats or people there or Americans to give money to Filipinos, just to like, here, have a couple pesos or something like that. That's illegal from what I understand. So I'll just be giving her about $300 a month and call it room and board, and she can spread that money out how she wants to. Probably use some of that for electricity, because electricity is expensive over there, and I'll definitely be using the AC. They have an AC unit, but they don't use it that much because of the cost of electricity. And I think that's going to change when I get there, because I need that AC unit, being from the States, and so I'll definitely help with that, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna get me an e-bike. That's my horse. And every time I jump on that thing, I want to hit my radio on, or my MP3 player, turn that thing up to William Tell Overture. It would be cool getting a regular motorcycle though, you know? I mean, I used to have a bike here, and in fact, I'm wearing, here's my Bike Week shirt, Myrtle Beach Bike Week, and there's a big print on the back of it. But yeah, I had the best time on it, rode everywhere. Did a cross-country ride from North Carolina to California. Took me 9 days. Just took my time. Stopped at a bunch of places. Route 66, you name it. Tupelo, Mississippi. Got me some Tupelo honey for a friend of mine. Hi Terry, hope you're doing well. And yeah, but this time I'll be flying to California. But anyways, I still expect to be there October, but it might be early November, depending on my birth certificate, certified birth certificate. I sent an inquiry about it, and I should get a reply about my birth certificate within 2 weeks. And then I'll order my passport, have them send it to California. And it's a good chance I'll be going to California in November before the holidays hit, because you know how travel is during the holidays. And head on down there. And it's been a long time since I spent holidays with my siblings. In fact, I got a sister there. I can't remember a time that I've ever spent time with her during the holidays, because you know, I was always gone. I was the one always away. You know, I was on an adventure. Yeah, I was in the Army, Germany. I came back for a short time, went to college, and I joined the Navy. Then since then, man, I was just gone. You know, and here I am. While in the Navy, ran into a North Carolina girl. And thanks to her, I'm in North Carolina. I'm glad she wasn't from North Dakota. Ooh. You know, that, or Maine, it would freeze my balls off. But so I've been here in North Carolina ever since, and I've went over there a couple times in the past 20 years. So anyways, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, for now. Transportation, e-bike, the Fido T1 Pro. That's what I'm going to get probably within 3 months after I'm there. First few months, actually, it might be a year after I get there, because I'm going to get my teeth fixed first. I don't know if you noticed, I got these right on this side. I guess my left side is my best side because of that. But right here on my right side, I have two caps that's broke off on the front. So there's like, it's a little darker there. I have teeth there, but they're like half teeth. Okay, so I got to get that fixed. The back part of the caps is still there, so I can't feel it, you know. But you sure see it on the front side. It's discolored, got darker over there because of it. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is get my teeth fixed. Just in case I do meet somebody, you know, I like to have a smile. Because I'm somewhat shy of smiling. I suppress my smile because of that, because I'm self-conscious. Or if I do smile, it's closed mouth smile, like I can like bring this side of my mouth up like this, and you know, I can see that, it's no problem. But on this side, yeah. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is I want to get my teeth fixed. Meanwhile, I'll be fixing their e-bike, the California Eco Bike. Really? I'm going to fix that first, because it's waiting for me. And then after my teeth are fixed, then look at getting that Fido T1 Pro e-bike. It's going to be a lot of fun. Do a lot of exploring after that. But all right, let him go. I'll let you go. And tell you what, guys, go ahead and if you like my channel, subscribe, and definitely share it if you can, or if you will. And I'm not really concerned about my channel growing right now, because this is pre-Philippines. It's just to kind of like cap everything off before I go there, mainly for family and stuff, you know, as so I can look back and at my experience, you know, from my home and all that. And I'll have that when I get there to look back on. But yeah. Okay. Like, subscribe, and share. All right. Y'all have a good day. Till next time. Later, Gators.